And I was a geotech engineer, and so I got to go out into the field a bit. But no, for the underground, it took until I had gotten my first job, and I started working on tunnels back then on the design side and doing more of the geotech work. And so I got to go investigate before the tunnels went in, and I guess I went into a couple during that time, and that was really where I got exposed to it. And so I think once you go into the underground, if it suits you, you're immediately hooked, and that's really where you stay.
What is it about this industry, do you think, that keeps people so engaged?
You know, I think it really has to do with risk, and I think it has to do with really having to think very flexible, being very dynamic in how it is that you approach problems, and finding some very unique situations that not many people know how to deal with. And it's a pretty exclusive industry in that way. But I would say that it's a very humble industry because we really have to rely on each other in order to be able to solve problems. And I would say again that people don't really know everything you're going to encounter, and so it really presents quite a challenge, and again, quite a bit of adrenaline as you're approaching a new situation. So I really think that that's really where it comes from. The market is thriving. There's so much more infrastructure now that's already in place, and if you need to put something else in, most of the time your options tend to be tunneling. I would say that we are thriving. I would say that as far as job security goes, there is quite a bit of job security. The downside is that particularly in the tunneling industry, you have to be very willing to relocate. You follow the job, so everybody in the industry tends to be a bit gypsy-like. I've actually been pretty fortunate, and I've actually never relocated. I've managed to be able to stay in the same place. I've changed companies quite a bit, but I would also say that you'll find in the tunneling industry that resumes don't necessarily show a longevity. What they show is longevity in the industry, but not longevity with a particular company.